For a long time, not having access was a real thing, a real excuse. Not having the information was a real barrier to entry. That's no longer the excuse today in 2026. Right now, in society, at the current stage in the world, information has been more readily available than ever before. It's all at our fingertips. So today's topic will be about information and technology and no more excuses. What's going on, y'all? Today's a great day. It's Sunday. I'm out here just taking a stroll per usual. Today I want to get into a little bit of an insight that I had, over the weekend. So as you know, I've been shooting videos on my iPhone. I have a regular Sony ZV-E10, but primarily just to get my palette wet for this whole content creation. I've been just shooting on my phone just to make it easier on myself to, not give myself any excuses to not show up. So with that being said, shooting on your iPhone, it takes up a lot of data. As you all can tell, my videos are about 30 minutes long. So, that tends to take up a little bit of space. So I would say probably about, during Black Friday, I actually bought a external hard drive. I bought a 6 terabyte hard drive. So what I've been doing is I pretty much unloaded everything from my phone and deleted everything off my phone just to be able to upload it to my external hard drive. That way I forever have that file and all my videos will be safe. And I'll be like putting my thumbnails and various other pictures and things that I'll be utilizing. And even like with my kids getting older, we take so many photos. Like I was just scrolling back down memory lane in my phone, and man, I had so many pictures of my daughter when she was a newborn and just that whole phase of life. And even with my youngest, same thing. So I will be ordering another terabyte drive so that I can kind of put all my family photos and memories and things of that nature. Because of what I don't want to do is have to pay for all this to be in the cloud. That just makes me like, what are y'all doing with all this? It's on a hard drive. Why not have my own hard drive where I know it's safe and it's just not out there and anyone can access it? That's me personally. But what I'm getting at today is, so I had to program this hard drive to erase it to be able to put what I needed to serve for. And I didn't know how to do this. I'm not the most tech savvy person at all, by any means. But I figured it out. And I only figured it out because I had ChatGPT. The power of ChatGPT removes all barriers to any entry. Anything that you are trying to do in life. If I don't understand something don't look right, or if I just articulate myself, I can use ChatGPT. Like, so I took a picture of what was going on, other situation, and it said, boom, go up to the Apple ID, do that, bop, 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 boom, 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 boom. And it was just like, wow. Like, artificial intelligence is crazy to me. The fact of the matter that you can describe something and it can just tell you how to do it ASAP. It's crazy to me. There's no reason in any scenario, not unless you are disabled, have a cognitive impairment, or a mental disorder, that you shouldn't be able to figure out something to better your situation. Any business idea that you have, anything that you are trying to pursue and adopt, all you have to do is figure it out for yourself by utilizing artificial intelligence. Now, I'll say this. Don't rely on it to the point where you're utilizing it to think. You should be more so utilizing it to brainstorm, to aid and assist you in what you're trying to accomplish. Excuse me, y'all. There's some neighbors just talking right now. But you should be utilizing it to pretty much help assist with your planning and you're brainstorming for a product, a business idea, anything, because it's at your fingertips. It's literally at your fingertips. All you got to do is use your mind to walk through it, as the ideas are coming to you, and it'll help refine. So it was able to help me kind of erase and reprogram the external hard drive and set up my files the way that it should be. And then, so I'm not really a Mac user. So it's crazy. I have a Mac Mini, and I use it for pretty much, I just use it as like my fun computer. And I use more so of a Windows setup for my work stuff for my day job. So I'm more so familiar with Windows, and I've been like slowly learning Mac. My laptop system is I have a MacBook Pro, and so I've been more acquainted with that. But anytime you don't know how to do something, hey, how do I, copy and paste? How do I, whatever you're trying to do, you can figure it out. All you gotta do is just ask ChatGPT, or do a quick Google search. It just depends on. Sometimes you don't get, valid answers back from Google, or it'll cause you to go down like a rabbit hole of some sort. And so with that being said, you should be able to use it for anything that you're trying to accomplish. I mean, one of my good friends, he planned an anniversary trip for him and his wife to do a road trip from Wisconsin all the way to, I want to say like Palm Springs, California. And they have an electric vehicle. So he told it to plan out a week's trip with stops at road stations where he could charge his EV vehicle. And then led along that way to stops to eat and lodge as well. And it did everything. And they actually went on that trip. That's the crazy. Like, it's just so crazy to me that you could do this. Back in the day, we would have excuses on gatekeepers. Oh, I don't have the information to be able to do this, or I don't know such and such, or I don't have the knowledge base for it. No, you can learn anything that you want to learn in this lifetime right now by just typing it into that little search bar, and it's going to spit back the information for you to take it for what you will. Now, again, you should not be utilizing this artificial intelligence to think for you. Don't upload personal information into it, because essentially we are living in the matrix. This is going to further put us into a digital world. I need people to know that. But it's for you to monetize yourself and your likeness in this digital world, if that makes sense. And also, essentially, paper money is going to be obsolete. I give it probably another, it's already getting there, but I feel like my kids will never use paper money. Ever. They won't even know what it's like once they get of age. And they start doing transactions of their own. That's just my thoughts, thus far. But literally, there's so many things that I just ask ChatGPT throughout the day. It's almost like a therapist, Again, I don't give it any personal information, but whatever on my mind, I tell it to be non-biased. Don't bring political viewpoints or religious dogma or racism, whatever. You got to program it to what you want it to. Obviously, you shouldn't tell it how to think for you, but you have to tell it what you want it to do and what you want it to give it. So you have to be able to prompt. Prompt engineering is probably going to be a real thing in the near future as far as a career path. So you need to know how to prompt in this day and age, because when they start cutting jobs, it's kind of nippy out here, y'all. When they start cutting jobs, it's going to be a new market. I tell people all the time, it's going to be a market for engineer prompting and things like probably electrical engineers, because of all like the data centers, and as well as being an electrician. Like, you're gonna have to know how to do all that type of stuff, because that's just where the the industry is going. When you think about all these data centers that they're putting on all these old farmlands, in the Midwest and various other places about the country. This is a real thing, people. We are literally in a digital revolution, and you have to figure out which side of the coin that you're on. So that's just like my thought process today, and especially like with this YouTube, this journey that I'm on as far as learning YouTube. Every day I look at my analytics, and it's just saying, like, it's telling me what I would probably more so come to find out a year from now if I didn't have the power of chat. Like, it's helping me look at things that I might not have necessarily noticed. And it's down to like every little thing in my life. Like, I'm like, let me see what chat think about this. Even when it comes to recipes, tweaking those, even when it comes down to my my starter seed funding of the idea of my micro sourdough bakery. I'm like putting out ideas and it's saying like, no, you don't do that because of this, and if you do this, think about this. And it's so empowering. It's like you literally have your own personal assistant, your own brand strategist, your own graphic designer. Like, I literally came up with, I gave it the concept that I was looking for my brand name for my sourdough company, and it came up with the perfect idea. It helped me come up with the perfect idea to utilize for my branding and image. So it was more so, it used like my house. I obviously like blurred out the address of it, but it took like the silhouette of the house and gave me an image, because I live on, like, we bought an old farmhouse that we renovated, and when I did that and like put the silhouette of the house, and it put like the name that we're going with, the year it was established, and it just looks so good, and it looks like a very like a heritage brand, and that's the vibe that I'm going for. And then I told her like, hey, change out this is the more so the vibe that we're looking for, and why. And it said blah 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 blah. And it just spits back the information so fast. Like, damn, like, how are y'all thinking about this? But it's artificial intelligence. This is just the age that we're living in. So I say that to say this: there are no more excuses. If you sitting on this phone right now and you watching me, there's no reason why you shouldn't be talking your stuff to someone, because you're going to find your audience. YouTube is going to find your audience for you. You didn't know me from a can of paint, but you watching my video. What does that mean? If you have influence of some sort, if you have a story to tell, if you bring value, it's all about value propositioning. What are you doing to bring value to the marketplace? Or are you just a good storyteller? Sometimes you're just a good storyteller and people resonate with your story, your image, your likeness, and they want to be a part of your community. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. I did write down a few notes that I wanted to touch on. So yeah, I kind of touched on that. Access is no longer the limiting factor. You don't need the certifications. You don't need the college diploma. You don't have to be in a good old boys club. You don't have to scratch this person's back so they scratch yours. No, that's not a thing anymore. All you need to have is a working mind and know how to use it with some tech behind you. And you can have an instant multimedia company making millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's possible. They thought Blockbuster wasn't they used to think Netflix was not going to be a thing. And then all of a sudden Blockbuster was just gone. A household name in like the 80s, 90s, household name. Gone. In a matter of years. Seems like overnight. They didn't see the horizon on the forefront of tech and streaming and all that. Nobody saw it coming. But it happened, literally right before our eyes. So my challenge to you all is, do you see the writing on the wall? It's coming. People are going to be able to create their own digital economies. So you have to ask yourself, am I going to be the lower class, middle class, or high class? Are you going to be part of the 1% of this digital revolution? Or are you just going to stay stagnant and miss the gold rush like you did in the .com era or bubble? Which one is it going to be? Are you going to be one of those people that say, oh man, he got in good when AI was still on the early front? I mean, I'm sure y'all know some kids that are making a lot of money and you sitting there still working your job. I'm still here working on my job, and that's why I'm embracing it. I'm not saying I got to figure it out, people, but I'm taking time every day just to learn a few more things about what this is that's on the horizon. That's all I'm saying. If you can watch the Real Housewives or whatever, or Love and Hip Hop, whatever, or watch the football game, basketball game, you know who going to the Super Bowl. You owe it to yourself to invest in a little bit of time into yourself. You do. 2, tools don't replace discipline. They erase friction. ChatGPT is not going to give you discipline. But what it will do is, it's going to allow you to have a better understanding of what lies ahead of you. No longer are you blindsided and letting life just kick your ass and punch you in the face. No, it can give you a framework from where and how to operate. Yes, it can give you a framework. So, with that being said, are you operating? It's like this. Every computer has their own operating system. So whether you might be a Mac person, a Windows person, or whatever other ones out there, I just know the 2. Your brain was the first computer. Are you updating your operating system every so often? Are you still operating from Windows 98? Are you still utilizing Firefox or Safari? Or did you upgrade to Google Chrome? Because that's the standard. Whatever it is, you got to ask yourself, am I staying with the times? Or am I being outdated? Literally right before my eyes. Is the job market saying you don't meet the criteria anymore because, whatever? Or are you saying, I'm unstoppable? I know about ChatGPT. I know about Claude. I know about Gemini. I know about all this. And I know how to operate it. And I can go get any job that I want to. Or I can become my own boss and utilize these tools to benefit me and my family for what I'm trying to do. You got to ask yourself that. Let's see here. What else we got? The new cost of starting is ownership. It's not a cost of starting anymore. It depends on what the industry is and the trade is. But the real cost is ownership. Are you owning your actions? Are you owning the fact that we got all this tech around us, and for the most part, you can have a free trial, but you just refuse? For the most part, you can sit down and watch a 20, 30-minute YouTube video, hour best, and learn just the basics. Are you owning that? Are you owning the fact that, I literally could have learned how to do this, but it's 5 years later now and I'm still stuck at first base? It's people that hit home runs and then circle around all the bases already. They didn't lap you. But you don't want to do the work. So ask yourself this: what am I doing? Am I taking ownership of my daily actions? Am I taking ownership of the mere fact that all this is around me and at my fingertips? I'm just choosing to be lazy. I'm just choosing to be a couch potato. I'm just choosing to have another drink or eat this comfort food because I don't want to face the reality of I gotta put in the fucking work. Excuse my language, y'all. We a family channel. I should know better. Are you taking ownership? We talk about this all the time. What are you doing? Your daily inputs every day. If you spend an hour a day on learning new tech for 30 days, if you're getting 1% better every day, that's a 30% increase. Just that fast. Oh, no, let me put a year on it. That's 365 increase. How can you beat that? I love those returns. If it was me. Another point that I would like to reference is you can now build in public or you can build in private. You can grow a community if you like and do this with the collective, or you can do it on your own. It don't matter. Both are still using the same tools. You can literally start your community on Patreon, school. You can use a YouTube platform. And you can monetize your likeness. Imagine if you had 100 people following you that was willing to pay you $500. No, excuse me. Let me make this even simple because I said that wrong. Imagine if you had 100 people that paid you for your likeness every month. And they contribute $5 towards your likeness. Your likeness. That's $500. Now compound that. Imagine if that was, 1,000 people paying you $5. That's $5,000 that you're getting every month. Now you got to provide value. You have to be able to justify that you demand that and you command that amount of attention and monetary value. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but no longer do you have to sit and work at a job that you don't like. How do you think all these young kids that's streaming, these internet celebrities that's getting famous off, social media platforms, they're putting in the work. They're studying the craft, whether they have a business already and they offer a service or a product, they've mastered that already, or they're mastering it in real time and they're bringing it before your eyes and you're watching them build in real time. Just like I'm going to do with my micro bakery. You're going to see me sell my sourdough loaves, build my community, while also building in real time. You're going to see me do that. This channel won't be about that, but this is about my real life and inspiring people. And then I'm going to give out game of how I did it. Now, some people pay me for my likeness. Cool, great. You don't have to. I'm still going to give free value, free game on YouTube. And then there's going to be a tier up where, yeah, okay, you can't have all of me, but I'll give you a little access, a little taste. And then you see, maybe that might be $10 a month. Maybe it might be $100 a month. But you have to invest in yourself. If you could take, if you could take 10 grand and pay this person to cut out the extra steps, would you do it? It's pretty simple if you think about it. That's just like, if you had the answers to the test, what would happen if you scored a perfect score, right? That means you skip everything that's lying ahead of you and you get straight to the answer. Just by paying for something, some information, something that somebody already went through that's going to eliminate the steps of you having to have the same struggle. And all you got to do is pay X amount. And this is on the micro level all the way to the macro level. It's all levels of the game. You just got to figure out on which level you playing at, right? The same thing with school, education. They've been playing the same game for a very long time. Okay, you don't have to go to college. But yeah, you're going to be stuck to working a W-2 job or some labor job that you don't really like. Or you can pay this tuition. We'll teach you a skill or a subject, and then you can take that and be marketable to the market and go get whatever job that you would like based on whatever credentials you've obtained. Same concept. You're paying to play. Same concept. So you have to ask yourself, what are you willing to play? What are you willing to pay? And what level are you willing to play on? Are you Hall of Fame or are you still playing on rookie level? Which one is it? Let's see here. What else we got? So, I'm wrapping up here. This is not a technology conversation that we're having on today's walk. This is a responsibility shift, is what we're talking about. The onus is no longer on the gatekeepers. It's on you. It's on you to figure out if you have what it takes to play at an all-time high level. What caliber of a player are you? Huh? Yeah, let's start there. Are you someone who adapts with the times? Are you someone who's going to be innovative in everything, in all aspects of their life? Are you going to be that old person that your kids, your kids and your grandkids have to do everything for you? Are you going to be that person? Are you staying active? Are you exercising your mind? Are you using your full brain capacity? It's not just for the old people, it's for the young people too. Because the young people have to learn old values. See, it's a gift and a curse living in this digital area. Because these kids don't even know how to be outside. They don't even know what it feels like to have dirt in between their fingernails and, rubbing it through their hands. They don't know what it's like. They don't know what it's like being home, before the streetlights come on. They don't know about that. So it's a double-edged sword it's a fine line that we're towing here, because all this tech ain't great. But for the beautiful aspects of it, I think that it has the power and the ability to change your life and your surroundings. If you buy into it, if you embrace it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't sell your soul. Don't get the mark of the beast. But you should know how it operates. You should definitely know how it operates. You should be studying Web3. You should be studying blockchain. You should be studying all that stuff. I don't got to figure it out. But I'm just trying to bring awareness to the masses that we should be figuring it out, because it's about to get crazy out here, y'all. It's already crazy. But are you in the know? Do you know what's happening at the highest levels of government? All the way down to your local government? They giving you the plays right before your eyes, but are you tuning in to see? Are you preparing yourself and your family for them? Because if you're not, they're going to prepare you whether you like it or not. So I'll end with this. Embrace the tech. Invest in yourself. If you got to take a course on whatever topic so that it moves the needle a little bit forward for you to be able to make some money, for you to have some understanding of how this world is changing, then do that. I recommend Skillshare. There's a lot of things that I get on Skillshare to figure out and learn. YouTube is another platform that, everything, you can Google anything. Hell, you can ask ChatGPT, I want to learn about being a rocket scientist. What's the first place that you recommend that I start? And this is the first piece of tech. Not even tech, resource rather. If you don't have a library card, go get you a library card and start there. You could roam up those aisles all day long because information is in the books. As they say, you could put how to earn $1 million or how to $1 million from a black person. They'll never figure it out. That's just not even related to blacks anymore. That's remaining or geared towards society at large, because the more tech that we have, the dumber we are getting. People don't know how to spell anymore because of autocorrect. People don't know proper grammar anymore People don't know how to use logic and rhetoric anymore, because we're just on autopilot. Everything's so easy for us. It's just handed to us. And I'm not saying I got to figure it out, but what I'm saying is it's just we're losing our grip on reality. And before you know it, we're just going to be some NPCs, some non-playable characters, because we're in this digital world. This is a video game at this point. So I'll say this. Y'all know how we get down. I love y'all. And I hope that you're enjoying these conversations that you're having with me. Sorry for today's video being a little late. Life got to life and I almost didn't want to record. But guess what? We did it. Another 30 in the books. And these walks and talks are very therapeutic for me. It's cold as hell out here right now. But I'm here. I love showing up for the community. And I'm glad that y'all here. I appreciate y'all. And until the next time, we're going to continue to walk. If you liked anything in this video, take what you want, leave what you don't, and then I'll see you guys in tomorrow's next one. Love.